the sound 3 times. Now I would like for friends that got to move, everybody go back to your own seat. Look at that quick obedience. Tell me the sound 3 times. Good. Tell Mrs. Turner the one vowel rule. When there is one vowel in a word, it usually says its short sound, and we mark it with a smile. I want you to look right over here. I'm going to do the first one, but look at all of these words. They have the same consonant at the end, so I say the sound one time. Look here. C says, and K says, and I don't have to go k, k. I can just say it one time. It's a double consonant, even though those are different. But look at this first word. Help me. How many vowels? One vowel, little. I mark it with a smile. Did you see how I marked just the I, not the M, not the S, just the I? Read the word for me, please, Micah. Miss. Use miss in a sentence for me, please. Mason, miss.
I missed the ball.
Oh, maybe next time you'll be able to catch it, but I need some friends to help me. So come mark the vowel in this word, please. Safa. Do this word for us, Callie, and then do this word for us, please, Olivia. And maybe there's something special in that word that you get to do as well. While they're doing that, class, stand and tell me the one vowel rule. When there is one vowel in a word, it usually says its short sound, and we mark it with a smile. Good, friends. Let's look at this first word here that the friends did. What's your vowel? No, what's your vowel?
I.
You may be seated. Your vowel is I. And how'd you mark it?
With a smile.
And what's your word?
Phil.
Phil. Way to go. If this is your word, how many vowels?
One.
Little.
You.
And you marked it with a
Smile.
What's your word?
Puff.
Puff. Way to go. If this is yours, how many vowels?
One.
Little.
E.
So you marked it with a
Smile.
Do you see anything special in here? What do you see?
C and K.
And whenever we see CK, we
Right.
circle it because it's
Special.
just CK. You did a good job with that, boys and girls. Let's go ahead. We're going to erase it so that we can get more friends up here in just a minute. But I want to show you something a little bit different. I want you to look here at this first word. How many vowels are in this word?
One.
Little.
A.
So I'm going to mark it with a
Smile.
And I see that smile there. We'll take care of it in just a minute. But look here at this word. It has 4 letters. 4 letters in that word. So how do we do it? Well, let's read our blend. What's our blend? Ba. Ba. N. Ban. Band. Band. Do you play in the band? That's how we're going to read those. Let's look at this one. One vowel, little. I mark it with a smile. Good. I'm going to mark it with a smile. Let's sound this word out together. Ha, han, hand, hand. Use hand in a sentence for us, please, Carson.
I got a hand.
I am so glad you have one of them. In fact, how many do you have? 2. Good. Use your words, though, next time. Look at this word here. How many vowels?
One.
I love the way Nicholas answered right away. How many vowels?
1.
Little.
A.
I mark it with a
Smile.
And that smile was right over the A. Read that word for us, please, Michaela.
Land.
Good. God gave us a beautiful land. Look here. One vowel, little.
E.
Good. You mark it with a
Smile.
How to do? Oh no, that was way too big. Mrs. Turner wants to make sure that when we mark it with a smile, it's right over that letter. So let's sound it out. Be, ben, ben, bent, bent. Use bent in a sentence for me, Michaela. Bent.
I bent down.
Thank you. Look right here. Students watching, how many vowels? Good. There's one. And how do we mark it? With a smile. Do I put the smile over the S? You're right. I don't. Do I put it over the E? Good. Students watching, I'm going to put a smile right there for you. Students watching, read that word. Now, you say what I say.
You say what I say.
No, you say what I say.
No, you say what I say.
A sentence is a complete thought.
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 Sound off complete thought.
Sound off complete thought.
Bring it on down. A sentence is a complete thought. Complete thought. Complete thought. So let's look right over here. One vowel, little. I mark it with a
Smile.
one vowel, little. I mark it with a
Smile.
one vowel, little. I mark it with a
Smile.
oh, I tried. Good work. One vowel, little. I mark it with a
Smile.
Do you see anything special here? What do you see that's special?
CK.
And what do? I circle it because it's special. Read this sentence for us, please, Sky.
Mom will made.
Oh, look here again.
Mom will made.
Not made. What's the E say?
Mend.
Mend. Good.
Sock.
Mom will mend the socks. Let's read it. Mom will mend the socks. That means that Mom is going to fix it. Now, this sentence started with a capital, and it was capital.
And.
Good. And it ended with a what at the end of that sentence? And a period tells us to
Stop.
Good. Let's go to our next sentence. One vowel, little. I mark it with a
Smile.
one vowel, little.
A.
I mark it with a
Smile.
one vowel, little.
A.
I mark it with a wow. One vowel, little. I mark it with a
Smile.
oh wait, that is not a period. That is a question. You don't have to yell. That's a question mark. And whenever I read a question, my voice goes up at the end. Well, will you read this for me, please? Michaela.
Is Dad at the pond?
I love the way your voice went up at the end. Now, this sentence started with a capital I, and it ended with a question mark. And with a question mark, my voice goes up at the end. Look at this first word, little. A, I mark it with a
Smile.
oh, look at that. Was that a very good marking? No, we're going to erase that, and we're going to start over. One vowel, little.
A.
I mark it with a
Smile.
one vowel, little.
U.
We mark it with a
Smile.
little. I mark it with a
Smile.
little. A, I mark it with a
Smile.
Now, I'm not sure why it did that, but Mrs. Turner is going to erase it because we just want to make sure we want to do everything the right way, so we're going to start over. Little I mark it with a
Smile.
and then little a, we mark it with a
Smile.
we mark it with a smile. Let's sound this one out together. Matt, cut, his, hand. Now we need to read it all together. Read it for us, please. Mason.
Matt cut his hand.
Good. Now let's make it a little bit smoother. Read it faster. Matt cut his hand.
Matt cut his hand.
Class, let's read it with him. Matt cut his hand. Now I wonder if that hurt him. I wonder if he is okay. Now, what is our one vowel rule? When there is one vowel in a word, it usually says it's
Short sound.
and we mark it with a smile. Let's look at this word. Is there anything special in this word? What is special? Come take care of whatever's special for me, please. Cadence, I love the way you're sitting. Whatever's special in that word, take care of it. And then I want you to mark the vowel in that word. Come on up and mark the vowel in this word for me, Cooper. Mark the vowel in this word for me, please, Lincoln. Mark the vowel in this word for... Oh, so I don't need to call anybody up here to mark that vowel? Good thinking. What about this one? Mark the vowel in this word for me, please, Tessa. And then when you're finished, come all the way over here, please. When you're finished, come all the way over here, please. And then put your pen down and come all the way over here. And it might take a second. That's okay. We're courteous. We're patient. So let's see how our friends did. What did you circle, Cadence?
CK.
Because it's
The special word.
it's special. Not a special word. It's just a special sound. How many vowels did you have? One, little.
I.
And you marked it with a?
Smile.
Way to go. Go back to your seat. If this is your word, tell Mrs. Turner how many vowels you had. How many vowels did you have here? How many vowels?
1.
Little.
I.
You mark it with a?
Smile.
Way to go. Go back to your seat. How many vowels here, Lincoln?
1.
Little.
I.
You marked it with a?
Smile.
How many vowels here? I
Smile.
tried to trick you. I think I tricked some of you. It's a sight word. Tessa, how many vowels?
1.
Little.
A.
You mark it with a?
Smile.
Way to go. Will you read this with me? Rick is in
The.
band. Rick is in the band.
Rick is in the band.
Rick is in the band.
Rick is in the band.